Game on.
About 10 months ago, iiRcade and GRS announced a partnership for GRS to manufacture a new control panel for the iiRcade Legacy and Gold cabinets. Now, the GRS control panel here was going to have some enhancements that would be beneficial to the machine. It was going to have two joysticks, but with the GRS TOS 4-8-way powered gate switchers, dual spinners, an illuminated GRS Trackball, and Volcano Buttons. And in case of the Legacy cabinet, we were going to be able to add USB ports, so you could add additional controllers like the GRS Sinden shotgun or the GRS light guns for games like Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt. But now with the recent announcement of iiRcade unfortunately having to exit the market, we want to, we still want to release the control panel here for people who want to have these additional features like the dual powered gate switches for the joysticks, the trackball, the Volcano Buttons and Spinners. But with iiRcade leaving the market, there is going to be less games available to take advantage of that on the stock hardware. So after the release of the iiRcade GRS control panel, I'd like to make some enhancements. I would like to have a module, if the community is up for it, to allow a switchable iiRcade SBC to the new GRS SBC mode. So you can play not only with the original hardware, original games on the iiRcade, but now be able to add additional games and controllers to the cabinet. So you would still have your stock equipment. And here's another enhancement we're going to be having as well. Now, if you did find that the joysticks were in your way using the spinners or the trackball, we designed it so it's easy to remove the joysticks. Put this tool down here and give a couple of twists, and one or both joysticks can be removed. And this way they're not in the way of the spinners or the trackball. I was fine with them, but if you find they're in your way, you can see it, they're easy to take out. Now, there are not a lot of current spinner or trackball games in the current iiRcade library, and that's why I'm thinking about adding some enhancements to my control panel. And that would be a way to switch between the stock hardware and the new GRS SBC we're coming out with. So you can go in mode A, keep everything stock, the screen, the computer, and all the games in the iiRcade library you currently have, or switch to the B mode, and you have access to RetroPie, Batocera, or MAME, and my additional controllers. I can see right here, I'm using my brand new Ikari Warriors joystick with the 8-direction rotation joystick playing some Forgotten Worlds. You could also add other things like my GRS Flight Yoke or Flight Stick or additional light gun games. Future enhancements will be now built in because you can keep your machine stock and play all your stock games. And as you can see, if you want to go back to playing maybe Rotron 2084 or Battlezone or Crazy Climber, you can add your joysticks back very easy, give a couple of twists, put the tool down, and lock this joystick back in place. So swapping the joysticks in and out, adding different USB devices will be very easy to do in both modes, whether in iiRcade mode or the future GRS SBC mode. You can see right now I am playing Dreamcast and House of the Dead 2 going through my SBC in mode B of the control panel. Now right now this is absolutely a prototype stage. The control panel, as it's been advertised for the past 10 months, is ready to go. You get the two joysticks, the gateway switchers, trackball, everything we talked about in the past. But I think that with iiRcade now leaving the market, we need to make the iiRcade machine have some longevity. And the GRS SBC kit might be a good enhancement. I'm leaving that up to all of you. We would probably like at least 500 pre-orders for the stock control panel, but we are here to support iiRcade and the community for the iiRcade. Now, when I make a pact with a company, I want to support them as best I can. You can see right here, we did have a lot of parts in here ready. We have the dual rotating joystick, gate switchers, illuminated trackball, two spinners, buttons, the whole works. But by adding the GRS SBC module in the future, we'll be able to use our Flight Yoke, or Ikari Warriors joystick, and even items we haven't even talked about yet that we had in the planning stages for the iiRcade that, we will still be able to support if we go with our own SBC. So I'm leaving that up to you, community. First, we would like 500 pre-orders just for the control panel to begin our journey, but would you like the GRS SBC switchable option? Keep your machine stock, play all the games you already had and loved and paid for on the iiRcade, but also have the additional ability to now add MAME, RetroPie, Batocera. These are things that can come down the pipeline this fall. But it's up to you if you want it. You need to let me know in your comments if you want to continue the iiRcade's journey with the GRS control panel module. Leave your comments down below, and I want to thank you all for watching, and game on.